just in there and decided to go and get it.
No, I don't want you to get it. What did she say? Was she catching a bus, a train, what?
I don't know, do I? You haven't done what I think you've done, have you?
Just look after this one, will you?
I can't find a piccalilli.
It's in the cupboard.
Nah, it's just ordinary pickle. I'm talking piccalilli.
Bert, I'm trying to think. Sonia, when you get this message, can you phone me, please? Don't throw this all away. I'm not just saying this for me. This is for Rebecca, too. I love you. I know I don't say it often enough, but I do.
I'm looking for mustard now. I found some French stuff with bits in it, and something here called American mustard, but I don't really English stuff, you know, the stuff you mix up. What's all that? You're right.
Look, whatever it is, I'm going to upset you, I'm sorry. Call me the second you get this message, and if you're on a bus, I'll get a cab and I'll get to wherever you are. Naomi! Don't you dare turn your back on me! Go home, Sonia! I can't go home. I've left home. I've left him. What? I told you not to! Just go back, he'll take you back, he'll understand. I don't want him to take me back. I don't want him to understand. All I want is you. What are you looking at? You got a problem? I've got to go. You ain't going nowhere, all right? Because I won't let you. Because I love you. Are you listening to me? I love you. So what did this elf visitor say to upset you so much?
Basically, you know, all the problems we're having with Freddie, you know, all the crying and that, is down to the fact that I was raped.
She actually said that?
Well, not in so many words, but that's what she meant. What's that look for?
Is that how she put it?
The circumstances of Freddie's conception.
All right. And that's why he's crying?
Well, you know, why I might be finding it difficult.
Well, that's not such a stupid thing to say.
What?
Well, she's probably being sympathetic.
Whose side are you on?
Yours, love. We're all trying to help, but you won't let us. You won't let anybody.
Oh, I can't bear it. He's hardly had any sleep all day today.
Well, if you tried him with that stuff...
Not giving him paracetamol now.
Why?
Because they start relying on it.
Oh, don't be daft. Everybody uses it. Your mother used to, and you used to guzzle it down.
Well, I'm not my mother.
You don't think so? She didn't take advice either.
Now look what you've done.
That poor baby's cried again.
That is what babies do.
But all babies don't cry so much. And all babies don't have mothers wash out and screaming health visitors. They're only trying to do their job.
We don't know what went on.
Someone will have to have a word with Charlie when he gets home from work.
It's not our problem.
You ain't been listening to me. Saying it's not our problem is how these dreadful stories end up in the newspapers. I'm going to have a look out for him.
Minnie, is that you? You never guessed what's happened. Well, that was quick. How's your mum?
Okay, me and Sonia need to talk. Do you mind?
Oh, don't mind me.
In private.
Well, what's wrong with your room?
Please.
All right. I've got a sprained wrist, you know. I'm meant to be resting.
Thanks.
Yeah, well, I'll see you both later.
See? So,
Well, what now?
oh, Jack, I'm so sorry. I had no idea.
You knew I was a widower.
Yeah, but I don't know. The thought of you bringing up a small child all by yourself, right from the word go, is...
I know you think I'm too protective of Honey.
No, not at all.
Now you know why.
So when you were told she was pregnant...
She's all I've got left, Becky. The idea of losing her. you know?
You're on a bit now.
That's told me.
At work, Billy.
Yeah, well, you're going to stop working. You're going to talk to me.
Tonight, okay?
No, not tonight. Now.
Do you know, baby?
What sort of question is that?
It's what we said to talk about.
Wait, oi.
It's not up for negotiation, Billy.
Oh, yeah, congratulations on all that. Well, if you get sick of it, you can always come and stay over at my place. Everybody else seems to, sooner or later.
I thought Billy and Honey had moved out.
Oh, well, they have. But they've moved in. And I mean permanent. Have a gin-tea, darling.
I won't bother, girls. He's gay, but he's in complete denial. I'm being public-spirited. Public-spirited? Bang out of order. Girls, I'm not... By the way, give us a chance, Dee. Keep your hair on. You know what your problem is? Tell me my problem, Dee. You're jealous. Of what? Of me. You know, my manly good looks, my youth, sexual charisma. Not to mention your humility and all-round aura of saintliness. I'll have a pint of the usual and lasagna. Get yourself what you want. I want Jimmy.
Honey, can I have a pint of bitter, a bottle of beer and 2 lasagnas, please?
Oh, no, you don't. I'm cooking tonight.
Oh, what, proper cooking? Are you sure?
Don't you be so cheeky. I've got a chicken out the freezer needs eating. So I don't want you to bring yourselves up.
Yeah. Dad'll love that. A bit of white wine, cream.
Eh? I was going to roast it.
Oh, come on, Pat. You can do better than that. We all know Dad loves a bit of chicken chasseur, doesn't he? It'll make his day. And plus, it'll officially mark us moving in.
Oh, all right. If I command a recipe.
It's more like it. That's the spirit. Make that 2 cheese and tomato rolls. Nice one.
I never thought I'd see the day. Yeah, Rosie left before she went off shopping.
So she's finally tied you down, has she?
Yeah, the condemned man ate an hearty breakfast.
But isn't this a little bit like self-inflicted torture?
I'm still looking for loopholes, mate.
You'll be lucky.
I mean, look at it, mate. This has got to be the biggest scam going, hasn't it? Everything in there is trying to flog you something. You've got to have this, you've got to have that. I'm telling you, you could easily do about 20 grand on this nonsense. And what for? One day? I mean, they don't do magazines on marriage, do they? Oh, no, that'd be too much like real life. Because that's where the real graft starts. But why settle for real life when you have fairy tales, eh?
Here we go.
What?
Counting down to your engagement party. 6 months before, start choosing your guests. Preparing your invitations. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, hello. Here. Choosing your Teruso. What to wear on your wedding night. Have a word. Yeah.
Say that bit again.
Choosing your Teruso. What to
A
wear.
bit before that.
Count down to your engagement party.
Yeah, something about 6 months before, isn't it?
Oh, you're only putting off the inevitable.
What can happen in 6 months, me old son?
Here you want to.
I have a guest list to draw up. Invitations have to be prepared. Could take a long time. Wait. Thank you.
Oh, here he comes, the shirker.
I'd like that smile off your face if I was you, because right now my sprained wrist is the least of our worries. I said lasagna.
Yeah, Pat doesn't want you filling yourself up.
Hey?
She's cooking for you tonight. Chicken with white wine and cream sauce.
Really?
Yeah, well, she came up to me and says, what's your dad's favourite meal? So I told her.
Hey?
Oh, it's obvious, isn't it, Dad? She fancies you.
Listen, if I'm going to all this trouble, I want you looking smart tonight. All right?
Rest my case.
Doesn't mind, no.
Well, he weren't on his stalk just now.
I don't think Sonia and Naomi are.
No, we're not that lucky.
I'll tell you what. What want to be round there has been Pauline finds out.
Right. What I should sort us out is change. I've put the stall away, like you said. So we'll just see if we can sort you out now then, shall we? Right, yeah. Now then. A point is, lad. I have been in exactly your position. Yeah, you feel lousy and you want the earth to swallow you up, yeah? You want to find the swine that's stolen your woman and you want to wring his neck, am I right? Huh? Say yes, Bert. Chris, I'm here to tell you that there's good news, and it's this. Don't last. We'll get that down here. I was, well, not much older than you are now. And I knew that she was saying this to a couple of these geezers, you know. Said they were just good friends, but I tell you, if a woman ever says that to you, you can bet your last farthing that they're at you like rabbits. So when I found out, well, I mean, just like you're feeling now, I thought, this is the worst day of my life. How am I ever going to live again? April the 15th it was. Well, do you know what I call April the 15th now? Liberation Day. I go down the pub every year and I drink that man's health. Thank you, mate. You never did a finer thing to any man living. Ever since that day, I've never looked back. So cheer up, lad. This is the first day of the rest of your life.
It's not too late, you know, to say you've had a change of heart. I haven't. It's not we hardly know each other.
We do.
You've left your husband. You've come to live here. That means we're living together. Sleeping together.
What did I say to you at the tube station? Don't tell me you've forgotten.
No, I haven't forgotten.
Well, what did I say?
You said you loved me.
Come here.
Well?
No. She won't even talk to me. She's hiding behind that bar and she won't come out.
I'm sorry you had to hear it from me, Billy.
You're certain she's got this heart condition?
Jack's been telling me all about it.
Tell me something, Billy. Do you love my daughter?
Very, very much.
Yeah. Well, I love Janet too.
Janet's Honey's mum.
Yeah, Mum.
Show him that photo you just showed me. They look alike, don't they?
Every time I look at Honey,
What are the facts? I need to know the facts.
Not if it's going to upset you, Jack.
no, I'm all right. When Janet was carrying Honey, she used to complain of flutterings in her chest. I said, go see the doctor. But she wouldn't. We'd been trying for a baby for years, and she didn't want to know. So nothing was done.
I only missed the last doctor's appointment. What happened then?
The baby's a month premature. Midwife doesn't seem too bothered to start with. But after she'd been in labour for about 2 hours, all the machines started to go haywire. And I'm asked to leave the room. Red light flashing above the door. Crash team, nurses, surgeons, you name it. And all they're telling me is that she needs a cesarean. Well, I'm not daft. I'm left in that corridor for an hour and 20 minutes. And that hour and 20 minutes was the longest year of my life. Then the midwife comes out with Annie in her arms. And she's telling me the doctor needs to speak to me. You just try and imagine what it felt like. You just try, Billy. You won't even come close.
And Honey knows all this.
I keep trying to tell her, but she refuses to listen.
Yeah, well, you can sort of understand that, can't you?
That's why she's hiding behind that bar instead of up here talking to you.